Canada is massive. It'll take a long time to see all of Canada.
All of Canada? Hell yeah, bro. I've been to Greece multiple times and I haven't been to Ethiopia, and that hurts my soul.
I think the people is what's most important. Because if you go to
Because they give you context to what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Small town mentality scares me, bro. So we'll do one final segment and then we'll get on out of here. It's a segment we do here every week on the podcast, if you've been paying attention. It's called Poll Results. Every Tuesday on my Instagram story feed and on the community tab on YouTube, we post an interactive poll question. A lot of the times it's about comedy, sometimes it's just about life, and other times it's just random goofiness. We ask you guys what you think, and then we discuss the results right here on the podcast every Wednesday. And this week's poll question actually plays off of last week's. I really enjoyed last week, so I wanted to get a follow-up, because last week's was what's more important to have as an adult, driver's license or a passport.
Yeah.
Unanimous was driver's license.
Driver's license.
So this is kind of a play on that. What's more important, explore all of the country you live in or explore and travel the world?
Ooh.
So before we get to the results, what do you vote on?
I personally feel like it's more important to travel the world than to travel the country you live in.
Okay.
I feel like you'll get a wider scope of human beings traveling the world than you would just traveling Canada. Now, it's nice to travel Canada.
Of course, especially in a country like Canada, like the scenery,
Canada's
the landscape,
massive.
yeah. And the land, it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Like coast to coast.
Yeah, but there's gorgeous places all over the world with different cultures. We spend 30
And
minutes.
that, I think, is the important thing.
Yeah,
Because culture is perspective. And if you
Yeah,
have no
exact-
perspective,
ex-
you're f***ed in this world.
exactly.
That's where you get like bigotry and just small-minded, small town thinking.
Yeah.
Just,
So that's why I think it's better to travel the world, even though Canada is massive. You probably it'll take a long time to see all of Canada.
all of Canada? Hell yeah, bro.
And most people don't even go to none of it.
It's funny because I do actually want to see Northwest Territories. I want to experience like a 24, 48 hours in a place where the sun doesn't go down.
I want to experience when it's down for a month.
You're hilarious. We just go the opposite time of the year.
No, but it'd be sick. I want to see both.
Yeah. You know where I really want to go? Norway.
Norway, interesting.
I want to see the Northern Lights out there.
But there's Northern Lights in Northwest Territories.
No, not like, yeah, and you know what? Not even Norway. I think it's Iceland. Iceland is the one where it's like, bro, all the most gorgeous, like,
What about the ones we had here?
Yeah, we have really, yeah, of course. And I'm sure if I go to BC and see some mountainous aurora borealis, I'd be like, this is it. But because I love aurora borealis for whatever reason. I have since I was a kid. So I've just like looked all over the world, wherever they are. The Iceland pictures are always the most fire.
True.
And that's where like the outdoor hot springs
hot
and
springs,
like
yeah.
all out, bruh.
Yeah, but you could do that in the Caribbean too. I did that once.
Fair
I
enough.
got traumatized because they had like a sulfur spring, like hot tub.
Yeah,
And so they have like the hot water come through these like bamboo pipes
yeah.
that are above you. And a crab fell into the tub that I was in.
You know what freaks girls out every time they go to like Cuba or one of these like cheap little Spanish resorts, or like the lizards and the geckos and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And just everywhere, crawling everywhere. I always hear like a horror story. It sounds like you always see on someone's feed. It sounds like
the tiniest
Kurt.
little like
Yeah.
iguana.
It's a little gecko.
It's a tiny lizard.
But yeah, I definitely agree. I think perspective is the important thing, and
Yeah.
you get more of that, or at least a wider scope of perspective by just traveling the
You get a
world.
bigger perspective.
Yeah.
Because you see more.
Yeah, definitely.
If you travel Canada, you're mostly just gonna see more white people.
Yeah, but
In
I'm
different
not
settings.
traveling Canada to see the people. I'm traveling Canada to see Canada.
I know.
You know, I mean, you will see the people
But I think the people is what's most important. Because if you go to
because they give you context to what you're seeing.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you go to you go and see how the people live in Jamaica.
Jamaica,
You go and see how the
Jamaica,
people live in Japan and
Japan, Japan,
Jerusalem, Johannesburg.
Joanne.
I don't know any other J's.
You know what's funny?
Jakarta.
Yeah, like that's one of the things that came. I was on this little date, and that's one of those subjects that came up on the date. It's like,
Jakarta?
no, where you'd want to travel, and Japan was like the second spot I mentioned.
Oh, where was it first?
Ethiopia.
Oh,
I need to go to Ethiopia,
you
bro.
kinda have to do
I
that.
need to like I'm
You're not allowed to
Ethiopian.
go to Japan if you don't go to
I'm
Ethiopia.
Ethiopian. Both my parents. I was born in Greece, and I've been to Greece multiple times, and I haven't been to Ethiopia, and that hurts my soul. You know what I mean? Like I have to check that out, especially like bro, with all the history I've been learning over the past 2 years, specifically.
All that culture.
I need to go. I need to go from Ethiopia. Like I need to go all the way from Nubia up until Kemet.
He'll be up into coming.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
I need to make the pilgrimage that all my ancestors made. But yeah, so this week's poll question, once again, just to freshen up, what's more important? Explore all of the country you live in or explore and travel the world? And the results are 20% said explore the country you live in, and 80% said check the world out. Yeah, bish. Get up and go see the world, man, because what the hell are you doing just stuck in a... It scares me, man. Small town mentality scares me, bro. Like scares me. I have some family that haven't really left like small town, and I talk to them all the time.
A small town in Canada.
Yeah,
Are they from somewhere else?
I mean we're African, bro. They're my family. So
I know.
So like, was like specifically I have some family here in London,
I know, but they.
and it's like, bro, they haven't been outside of London. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
crazy.
need to go see.
No, I know some people that like they grew up in Milton, lived in Milton.
Died in Milton. Like it'll happen. Like it'll just happen that way.
Yeah.
Like I don't get, especially for a small town.
I know like some of my neighbors. They're like, yeah, I went to your high school 20 years ago. What? That's crazy. And then their
And you're
pictures
here
like on the wall.
You never got out.
But they don't have to.
Yeah, I guess.
They live a nice life.
What used to be a bombastic life for me, like by the time I was 22, I'd moved 13 times, and that's multiple countries, cities, schools, all these things, and it was really hectic for me. And then when I started to really like, like fix myself in life and look in the mirror and address all that stuff, at first it felt like a burden. I'm like, damn, bro, moving around was such a burden on my life. And then I'm realizing how much of a godsend it was because I had so much perspective by the time I had hit 20 that most of my friends could never even have imagined. And you know what's messed up? I'm only just now in my 30s really acknowledging and living that. And it's in the world of comedy specifically, bro. Like not many people are out here daily doing reflection, meditation, and all that stuff, like bettering, like we all say we are, but like to actually be doing that work. The reason that you're here with me, bro, is because I know you're doing that work. I can't really be surrounded by people who aren't doing the work properly day in, day out. And that sounds exhausting or whatever, but realistically, like if you're breathing, nigga, and you're not doing that, then you're just moving and you're at the mercy of whatever moves you. I move myself at this point. You can go F yourself, nigga. Like
I move myself.
I move
You can go
myself.
yourself.
Like it's a necessity.
That was a bar and a half.
Timestamp that for me. Oh, you can't.
I can. I got it open on my...
Number one producer in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. It actually, you know what's messed up? It hurts me more than I feel like it actually hurts you to say. Because I know you actually don't take it seriously. I'm like, I hope he doesn't take it seriously. That's the type of person I am. I'll still roast you, but I'll feel bad about it the whole time. Oh, like that's my brother. I hope he knows I'm just joking. But yeah.